What's going on? I'm Cliff Hill. You are tuned into Ball Alert. I am here with the cast of Zatima. How are you guys doing?
Hey,
Wonderful, my
fantastic.
brother.
We just ate.
Listen, sounds good. You guys look amazing. So I just want to first
Thank
off
you.
start by giving you guys your flowers for such an amazing show. I've been on the edge of my seat, season one and season two. So excited for season three. Congrats on season three. Now I
Thank you
love
so
that.
much.
Absolutely. I love that I have the three of the girls here together, grouped together. 'Cause I think friendship is such a big part of the show. And we get to see an interesting friend situation going on between, Zatima, Angela, and Belinda. In what ways do you guys think friendship portrays challenges and joys of a true friendship in real life from what we saw on the show?
Mm. I think. Oh, go.
Go ahead. Oh, geez.
For me in this season, I'm consistently always gonna back Fatima and support her in everything she does. But I think the real challenge in friendship for me this season comes with Belinda, where the first two seasons I really wanted to believe that she had her best intentions for the situation, but now I'm starting to question her motives and why she's choosing to do the things she does, and I'm starting to not be as soft and loving towards her. Although I still have that love for her because she's one of my besties. So navigating friendship when you no longer see that person the same way, but you still have love for them, I think that's my challenge this season.
That's hard. Yeah. I think for
I
me,
think that's something that we definitely see in real life.
Yeah, absolutely.
it's and like we said earlier, like adult friendship requires grace. Like you have to give, friends grace. For me, I personally just went through a transition of like becoming a mom. So being the single friend that's always got the move, and and I'm like, I'm not doing that right now, guys. I've watched a lot of my friends like struggle with who I'm becoming. So I think Belinda is watching that happen to Fatima. Not necessarily going through motherhood, but just being happy, being in love, having something, and it's not a part of the friend group. And I feel like she's breaking off, and I'm doing all these desperate acts of love in my mind to try to get her back, but it seems to only be pushing her away. So I think sometimes when we're just out of alignment with our friends and we're thinking we're doing the right thing, but it just, makes the situation worse, that can be hurtful, especially when you have good intentions.
Absolutely. I love that for myself. I
Well,
can
nobody wants to be Deja's friend. So.
Listen, I was just about to get to Deja now. I love Deja's character from the humor, the typical kind of outside Atlanta girl persona that she has. One, how much of yourself is in Deja? Looking at you right now, I'm like, I don't even see Deja. How much of yourself would you say is in Deja's character?
Yeah. You know what? I really love playing Deja's character, and the part of me that you see in Deja is obviously like the comedy. Like Tyler Perry has given me the opportunity to really like take that character and run with it and make her funny, because she was written funny. In season one, it was just we didn't know who she was going to be like before I got cast. So you write her and you're like, okay, she has a little jokes here and there, but then when you give it to somebody who has comedic background and who has a background in storytelling and improv and all the things, then it's like, oh wow, okay, now we can do so much more. So obviously the comedic side of Deja is all me. The ad libs, the improv, that's all me. And but what's not me is the mess. But I do enjoy being able to play a character like that, because like it's a little fun. Yeah. I'm not gonna, but it's fun to be able to play a character like that in real on the show, and then in real life go back to like
Yourself.
yeah.
Ain't nothing
My
little.
go under my shell. You're right.
Ain't nothing little. Ain't no nothing.
Thank you.
Sweetest. One of the first girls that I could just hang out with and go wherever, and I didn't have to be like, who all gonna be there? She's just such a girl's girl, and she puts you in safe situations. She's just a good friend.
Oh,
I love that. I love that. I love that. Now, listen, you played Zach's brother on the show. Now, I got to talk about how some of these scenes for me just watching was a little tough to get through. Was there a scene for you that was tough to kind of act out or get through, being that you played that part of like the family trauma, I think was such a big part of season two?
I don't think it was difficult at all. I think, every character that one played, that I find for me as an actor, it lives within inside of me, right? So Jeremiah, I am Jeremiah, right? The trauma that I dealt with, having a background coming from drugs, using drugs, coming from prison, et cetera. So I was able to relate just normally with that character and walk that through. So I think it was very providential to see the fact that my mom and I are addicts on the show. In real life, my dad and I was actually addicts together. So that unearthed a lot of trauma and pain, but it was good for me. It was good for me.
Yeah, thanks so much for just being that vulnerable and sharing that with the viewers because we can definitely feel it. I really believe that you guys are your characters. When I look at you guys, that's how amazing you guys acted on the show. Now, and Zinga, before I run out of time, I wanted to talk about your character and Bryce and, the sexuality aspect of it. I think some people, they may be able to relate, but that's still a very taboo topic for some people. Why do you think it was important for that story to be shown on TV screens?
I think it's something that a lot of people encounter and deal with that never really gets brought to light. So I think it's important that we tackle that, and everyone has their different opinions on how she should move and what she should do. But at the end of the day, she loves this person. So seeing how she navigates that, seeing how he navigates that, because once again, he's being torn. He's the one who really has the battle with this situation. Like, he's the one who's really being pulled, and other people are trying to define him, and he's fluid. He's learning, he's adapting. So I think it's interesting that we brought this to the table, and to see the fans and the way that they take that information and run with it is always interesting. But I'm interested to see how their relationship grows as the seasons continue.
Same. Now, I want to ask every single person this question. I want to know, what character, other than the character that you guys play on the show, do you most relate to in real life? So, Angela, you may be the Fatima in real life in your friendship, or you may be the Zach in real life in your friend group, or just in your life. So I want to know, what character other than yours do you say you most relate to?
Man, I've definitely been Zach.
Oh yeah.
I've been Zach and Fatima in different situations. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
I'm a mixer. I'm pretty much a mix of the girls.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Deja's super bold. I got the boldness from Deja. Belinda is very, like, she gonna go hard for her friends, and she loves her friends, and the voice of reason, and Zinga, and then also just ready to pop off like Fatima, and she loves hard too. Yeah. So I'm a mixture of all the girls.
Yeah.
I think I'm more like Zach. Zach is an alpha male. I consider myself an alpha male, and he's very protective. He'll snap at a drop of a dime, and I think a lot of that is in me. So yeah, I relate a lot to him.
Okay.
Yeah. For me, I believe I'm the Fatima / Angela to my friends. Like, it's a nice mixture. It's like, I might fight you, I might pull some of my purse that's gonna hold you, or I might pray for you. Might help you out and help you get right. But I think that the duality of that is what's most important. That my friends know if stuff gets rowdy, I'm still gang.
Oh God.
Yeah, she got some bark.
All right. And last question, we saw season 2. We got what was going to get out of season 2. What do you guys hope the viewers would get out of season 3 now that it's wrapped and ready to go?
I would hope that from a perspective of Jeremiah, I hope people will understand the nature of an addict and how an addict needs love and encouragement, and I'm hoping that they're able to draw from that.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope that people understand love is worth the fight. It's okay to go hard for those that you love. It's okay to show up, and even if you feel silly or vulnerable. And I think that in that vulnerableness is where we can hit a next level, right? Wow. Of going deeper in our relationships with people. And a lot of times they look at us as actors and they think that we're just the most confident people, which we are. We believe in ourselves. But when we are on screen, for me personally, I break myself, right? I break myself down in front of people. And that's the most vulnerable that I am in life at all. So hopefully that vulnerability that we all share, through our work, people will feel and have some hope. I think that we deal with some serious issues, even with Angela and Bryce, I've encountered that, right? Dealing with a guy, but it's embarrassing. So you don't tell your friend about it, right? Or you tell that one friend and then you make them promise to not tell another friend, right? Or your friend groups find out and you stop speaking to them. So it's nice to confront it. And even if people can't speak to someone about it, they can be entertained and it can promote change.
I love that because, I always think about this generation versus the old. Back in the day, our parents, they would fight for every reason to stay together. And now people are looking for every reason to break up. Like, oh, this is a red flag.
Absolutely.
I'd rather be single. I'm back outside. But now it's like, but you see two people that really love each other, who are really fighting for each other through baby mama drama, through all the all the things, temptation, finances, just real life things, and they're still really fighting to be together. And I really love that Danielle said that, because I hope that that's what people take away from it.
Yeah, give people a chance to grow.
Yeah,
Absolutely. They have to
Yes.
have grace. You have to lean on each other, because if a relationship is just always happy and butterflies, it's not real. That's not where the relationship
Also,
is built.
Make sure somebody's changing, because I
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
a lot of Zach's
Accountability.
issues are his past that are just catching up with him.
Facts.
I don't believe he's actively out there, making it's like a lot of things that he did before he met Fatima, right? The whole bit, like he didn't even know the women were pregnant. It's just a lot of things that you have to pay attention, whether it's someone's past or their present. So
Right.
I think that's
Very good.
important to look at as well. You don't want to be giving you a chance to grow me into to penitentiary, Lord.
But you got to also hold someone accountable, though.
Yeah,
Mel.
yeah.
It has to be a standard, right? I truly believe in standards, right?
Yeah.
You people grace, but you got to say, listen, now I'm holding you accountable on this
True,
one. So
yeah.
it's important.
Absolutely. Thank you guys so much for your time today. I'm super excited to tune into season 3. Again, congratulations. And until next time, have a good one.